Hi everyone, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto, and today we've got yet another crazy pickups video.
Well, you know about Retro Ghetto, collecting and playing retro. Street Fighter on the Nintendo, I'm a veteran at this, not a pro. Lock into the Retro Ghetto, come and have a look around in the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples Seto, lock into the Retro Ghetto.
What's up, guys? Gaming Off the Grid here.
And you're watching Retro Ghetto.
Cheers, everybody.
Okay, so yet another pickups video. I seem to be doing these every 2 weeks. I don't know how I keep amassing such a big pile of stuff in a fortnight, but yeah, I think it's time I shared it with you guys again. Yeah, I've got all sorts. I've got a new console. I've got a couple of retro games that I've been waiting a long time to get at the right price, so really happy to have them ticked off the list. And yeah, a few other bits and bobs. Before I crack on, the elephant in the room, my shirt. Yes, it's true. I am a big supporter of the Dreamcast. It's not for everybody, but I'm a big fan of that console and I enjoy collecting for it. So keep your hate to yourselves. Right, without further ado, let's crack on. Strangely, I haven't got any Street Fighter figures this week, which is unusual. But I do have one Street Fighter item, which I wanted to show you. This was something I just stumbled across online, just going through Google, etc., eBay. And this is by a company called Arcade Mini. Now, I don't think it's a British company because there isn't many of these available in the UK. From what I could see, it was mostly sort of Spain, I think. So I'm guessing they're from the Spanish region. But what this is it's like a mini arcade console that you put your Switch into. Street Fighter 2. I absolutely love the artwork on it. It's double-sided, but I much prefer this artwork here. I'm going to put this together later on. So what I'll probably do is insert some footage now, and then you can take a look for yourselves at what it looks like with the Switch in it.
I don't play games with my son PlayStation. Man, I old school like an Atari gamer. Tiger, hit man with the Tiger Flamer. This shit reality, not like Sega, Dreamcast, Mega Drive, one Master System, N64, the Super Nintendo, we missed them. And if man wanna challenge on Tekken, I'll twist them.
Okay, so hopefully I managed to build that, and hopefully it was quite visually impressive. If anyone wants to know where I got that from, just give me a shout. It was really cheap. It cost me about 15 quid, which to me was an absolute bargain. So yeah, nice little display piece. I've got the Street Fighter collection for the Switch, so yeah, it's a nice little peripheral, I guess. Okay, the next pile here I want to show you is a pile of stuff that I amassed for my last video, which delved into the history of hip-hop in video games. I absolutely love putting that video together. I put a lot of time into it. It was more of a mini documentary than just my ugly face sat in front of a camera, showing you what stuff I've been wasting my money on. So if you haven't watched it, please do. I've had a really positive reception to it. Even if you don't like hip hop, it's worth a look because, you know, I tried to put some humour in there and it might be quite informative. So if you get a chance, check it out. It'd be much appreciated. But yeah, these are the games that I got to play and somewhat review before that video. The first two actually didn't turn up until after, and that's 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, which I'm looking forward to actually playing this one and getting into it properly. It'll probably be a decent game, that. And this one didn't turn up either, Get on the Mic, which I will not be playing. Fight for NY, fantastic game. And then Celebrity Deathmatch and Def Jam Icon, which both feature rappers, as you would know if you watch the video. Okay, I think what I'll show you next is a pile of games that was gifted to me. So some PS3. Ella, shout out to my Cypriot brother Yanis for hooking me up with these. This was part of his collection. He doesn't play with them anymore, so he gifted them to me, which is very nice of him. So I'll fly through these really quickly. And that is London 2012. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Fight Night Round 4. How to Drain Your Dragon 2. Train Your Dragon. Draining Your Dragon is probably something completely different. Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Fight Night Round 3. Call of Duty World at War. And a couple of games I didn't have, which I'm probably going to get around to playing one day. Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4, Smackdown 2009, Dance Star Party, Lego Jurassic World, always good fun, the Lego games, that's a nice addition, didn't have that one, and Gran Turismo 5. So big shout out to Yanis, much appreciated, man. You know, they've gone to a good home, so thank you very much. Okay, this next little pile, this was a charity shop find. This was the day before lockdown, so I went into the local charity shop near where I work. I thought it was going to be my last chance for a while, and I was actually really pleasantly surprised with what they had. You could tell someone had traded in the collection. It wasn't just your standard FIFA 15, Pro Evo, etc. There was quite a lot of obscure stuff that you don't expect your average gamer, I suppose, to have. There was a lot of Kingdom Hearts games, quite a few Atlas games. I only picked up a couple because the others I would not play, and they didn't have enough value for it to be worth me going to CEX. Plus, with lockdown looming, it didn't seem a very strategic or wise idea to pick them up to make a pound at CEX, you know what I mean? But first one I picked up was The Last of Us. I mean, if you see this game, you pick it up. Somehow I didn't have it in my collection. I think I downloaded the remastered version to my PS4 a while ago when it was on sale. So, yeah, nice one to add to the shelf. Classic game. And this is a very interesting one, Hakuna Matata. I think this is actually a Japanese version, but it's in English and it plays on UK systems. In America in particular, this is a very, very rare game. It sells for in the hundreds of dollars and it's one of the rarest on the PS3. It's also quite rare in the UK, but it's not as sought after. If you go on eBay, I think they sell for about 30, 35 quid, so a decent amount for a PS3 game. Very obscure. Yeah, again, strange things. It's not something you expect to find in a charity shop. So, Hakuna Matata. So it's Japanese writing on the back, but apparently this is the version to have if you want to play it on an English system. Okay, so that moves me on nicely to... Yes. Okay, so both these games have been on my list of wants for quite a long time now. Been on my saved eBay searches, something I've been keeping my eye out for. But you know when you have an idea in your mind of a price, and they're always more expensive than that. But I finally got them for the price I wanted them at. This first one, I could not believe how much the value has increased over the last few years. And that is the original Tetris on the Game Boy. Now for saying this is one of, if not the greatest selling games of all time, I can't believe how expensive this game's gotten. Granted, not everybody kept the box. I know I didn't with my version I had as a child. But yeah, box copies of this are going for like £30, £35, which I was astounded at. I mean, you can still get the cartridge for next to nothing. But I only collect complete in box. So when I saw this pop up, buy it now. So I came up on my save search, £19.99. I thought 20 quid, that's where I want to be with it. It's a little bit dented and beat up, but I bought some cases. So it looks nice on the shelf with the others. I'm not a huge Game Boy collector, but I want the classics. I've got the Pokemon trilogy, the Mario trilogy, and I wanted to add this to the set. So yeah, really happy to have that. It's just one of them games, you can just whack it on at any time and have some fun. You spend a lot of time on this game, doing not a lot. And the next one, this is a grail. I've been after this game for a long time. And similar to Tetris, it's one of them which has become quite expensive. And I had a price in mind that I wanted to pay. So it's taken me a while to find it. I also wanted a nice copy and I wanted a complete copy. And that is Ikaruga. Often regarded as the greatest shmup or shooter, whatever you want to call it, of all time. It's an absolutely fantastic game. I've got this on the Xbox 360 Live Arcade. I play it on my kiosk quite often. It's a difficult game, but it's so much fun. The music's fantastic. The gameplay. I'm going to go out and learn and say it's one of the best game designs of all time. The mechanic where you switch your ship between, it's not easy to say, you switch your ship between black and white. If you've played it, you know what I'm talking about, and the level design around that is absolutely fantastic. If you haven't played this game, check it out. Yeah, really happy to have this one to the list. Can't wait to get this on the old Bang & Olufsen later with the speakers pumped up. Amazing soundtrack, amazing graphics, amazing game. Right, okay, I'm disappointed in myself, guys. This next game I got digitally. I mean, even saying that out loud makes me feel a bit ugh. I really dislike buying games digitally if I can help it. but I'd heard a lot of hype about this game, and it sounded like just my cup of Yorkshire tea. So I decided to pick it up. I did some research, and it doesn't look like there's going to be a physical game coming anytime soon, because the company that made it, which is Supergiant Games, their previous title was also very successful and still hasn't got a physical. And I think that came out like 3 years ago. So I couldn't wait any longer. I wanted to show you what it was, because I'm enjoying playing it. So I wanted to give it a shout out just in case anyone was on the fence about picking it up. And if you can see it, that's Hades. I think it cost me about £20, but it keeps going on sale for about 16. So make sure you check it out. If you like games like Dead Cells, this might be the game for you. Personally, I'm a big fan of Greek mythology. I'm interested in all the lore. Basically, you play as Hades' son and you're trying to escape the underworld. And basically, you get a bit further each time. You level up your character. You know how it goes. It's a roguelike game. And eventually you make it out the underworld. So definitely check out Hades if you are thinking about doing it, or if it's something you might be interested in. That's a Retro Ghetto top tip. And I'll put some footage up for you to have a look. Okay, next to the console. So I'm sure anybody that's got social media is sick of everybody banging on about PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X and scalpers and this and that. I don't get involved in all that. Listen, just do what you're doing. It don't matter to me. If you want to buy it, fair play. If you want to make some money on it, that's up to you. It doesn't hurt me. But I personally decided to wait. But mostly because there's no real games I'm interested in playing at the moment. So I'll happily pick up a PlayStation 5 next year, maybe this time next year when the prices come down a little bit for Christmas, or there's some sort of console revision. Obviously, the new God of War would be the big one for me. They'll release a God of War version of the console like they did in the previous gen, and that's something I'd be looking to pick up. So until then, I'm not in a rush for PlayStation 5, but a system that I wanted for a long time. Again, I've been waiting for the right price. I'm cheap. If you're not getting the message from this video, I'm cheap. And that is the Xbox One X. This is the Project Scorpio edition. Now, I was always going to pick up an Xbox One because, you know, there's a lot of exclusives on it that I want to collect and I want to play. But I've just been waiting for the price on the Xbox One X to be where I wanted it to be. And that's simply because I'm not the sort of person that can go out and buy an Xbox One if there's an Xbox One X. That's just who I am. It's my affliction. If I know that there's a better, more powerful console, I have to have that one. So I've been holding off and holding off. And then with the Series X being released, the prices of these have dropped dramatically. There's loads of them on Facebook Marketplace for like £180, £200, some of them not boxed, etc. But when this one popped up, and it was absolutely mint, I'll probably put some footage in. Absolutely mint, everything complete, even to the point where, just looking for it now, I might have moved it. You know, even the protective plastic piece that goes on the plug socket was on it. The original plastic ties was on the wires. You know, been really well looked after. And the guy had also been using one of the, what do you call them? Those controllers on the Xbox Elite. Is it Elite controller? He'd been using one of them, so he hadn't touched the original Project Scorpio controller either. So yeah, it was like new, and it was 150 quid.
Perfect.
And that is pretty much where I've been waiting. I sold my Pac-Man fruit machine that you saw in a previous video for about 160 quid. So to buy this for 150, I was more than happy with that. It takes up a lot less room. And so yeah, I figured now was the time to pick one up. And this game in particular has been the driving force in me wanting to get this console. I've been wanting to play this game for so long. When did it come out? Where is it? 2018. So yeah, it's been out for a couple of years now. But from what I understand, it's one of the best games graphically ever made. And I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it's not a great game. So as soon as I picked this up, I ordered this on eBay. If this video is a day late, this is why, because I've been waiting for this and Ikaruga to turn up. And they've both just come now in the post. So, and that is Forza Horizon 4. I love my racing games, and I personally feel that the last generation, on the PlayStation in particular, they weren't done justice. I feel like the Gran Turismo games have gone downhill somewhat. and I didn't really get my teeth into a racing game of the last generation. The most fun I had with the game was Project Horizon, is it called? On the Switch. Just see if that's down here somewhere. That took longer than I thought to find. Yeah, this is the most fun I've had with the racing game for a long time. Horizon Chase Turbo on the Switch. But, you know, I wanted some real perfect graphics, if you like, to get my teeth into. And this is more of an arcade simulator than the standard Horizon series. I think they're up to like Horizon 7 or 8 now. So yeah, I'm going to get this downloading. Any updates as soon as this video's over, and I'm going to spend the evening playing this, and I cannot wait. And the one other Xbox One game I picked up, I think it was about £3. I mean, that's the beauty of collecting for a previous generation, right? And again, if you want to collect, that's the way to do it. I can't afford to pay 50 and 60 quid for all these games. Gears of War 4. Never got around to playing it. I love the games on the Xbox 360, so I'm sure I'll enjoy this one. But yeah, it was like £3 posted, which is crazy. It's got stickers and stuff in there. And also there's a code in here, which I'm not going to show you, for the Gears of War 1 through to 3 and Judgment. I don't know if that's been used. I'm guessing it has, but I'll let you know. I'll write it on the bottom whether it has or not. That'll be some bargain, wouldn't it, if I get it for £3 and the DLC's not been used. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's everything I've got in the last fortnight. Again, a big pile of stuff. I don't know how it keeps happening. But massive shout out to everybody. I think we'll just, yeah, the subscribers is really like took off, so I really appreciate it. Again, like I say, if you haven't had a chance to check out my previous video, please do. You know, I had a lot of good fun making that, so yeah, check it out if you get the chance. Again, I'll have something special planned for you guys next week, and then knowing me and my spending habits, the week after will be another pickups video. So as always, I appreciate the support, keep it retro, and I'll see you on the next one.
Retro Ghetto.